for the most part, is good. This is home, so I love it.
I would say it has been very transformative. Uh, a lot of people don't know I'm technically a transplant to Milwaukee.
Living here in Milwaukee's been good. I've been here basically my whole life, and I've just built such a solid support system and made so many like good memories. I can't help but feel like this is
What
home.
initially brought me was the fact that my mom needed someone to watch me while she was figuring out things between her and my dad. So I ended up being raised by my grandmother and my auntie, which is my mom's sister. The reason why I stayed is because in the midst of my time growing up here in Milwaukee and having all the experiences that I've had, this is the only home that I know.
I just fell back in love with the city. I was always adamant, and I'm from Milwaukee, the city of Milwaukee, not just Milwaukee County, but the city.
I would say neighborhoods kind of feel the most like meaningful to me. I used to live, or my grandparents used to live over near Vincent High School, kind of like near that like 87th and Good Hope, 92nd and Good Hope, that kind of area.
The Meadows, for those who know, you know. That is a place that I spent a lot of time in my formative years. My godbrothers lived in the Meadows. I lived adjacent to the Meadows on, I believe it was 95th.
Growing up,
and Allen.
Afrofest was the thing. We are one of the first cities in the country to celebrate Juneteenth. That was just, it's crazy to see Juneteenth become a nationally recognized holiday because it's such a huge deal for us and has been.
There's
my
there's a
whole
pretty
life.
good like sense of community like among us, but I do feel like there can always be more opportunities to bring people, bring our people
I
together.
just remember walking with him after school, and he like jokingly like asked one of the cops who like hang. There would be cops that would hang out on the school grounds or whatever. So he asked a black cop. We both black, and he asked a black cop, "Hey, can I get a baseball card?" And the cop said, "I only have baseball cards for kids with futures."
And the police kicked in the back door to the house. My room was in the basement, and I just hear like this door like slam open. So I think someone's breaking into the house. I grab a golf club. I look up, and then there's 3 police officers with guns pointed directly at me. And I have to talk them down just to be like, hey, no, I live here. I'm in my pajamas. There's pictures of me all in the house. I'm supposed to be here.
My mom and I lived on 34th Street. That is right next to Market High School. And our neighbors that lived in the duplex, the top part of the duplex, they were always fighting. It sounded like WWE, WWF, SmackDown, Raw, all that. One day I came home and our door was kicked open. And we went upstairs, door kicked open, stuff all messed up. And apparently the police were chasing the boyfriend of the woman who lived upstairs all over the place and just wrecked our stuff. We didn't get a, hey, my bad, we were looking for this, no explanation. They just ran through our stuff and destroyed our stuff. So for me, the police have always made me nervous.
From the way I dress to the way I talk, Milwaukee is in my blood.